Hello, to everyone following me. May God's peace and blessings be upon you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share my testimony with you today. I am here as a husband, a father of 2 beautiful children, and a man who lives a life of peace, not because of wealth or comfort, but because of God's amazing grace. As I reflect on my journey, I am reminded of the words in Isaiah 41 verse 10. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. This has been the foundation of my life, even in the darkest moments. When I was born, my family had a good life. My father was a technical director in an industry, and we never lacked anything. I can imagine the joy my parents felt bringing me into the world. My older siblings and I had a bright future ahead, and our home was filled with love and hope. But life, as we all know, can change in the blink of an eye. When I was just 2 years old, tragedy struck. One fateful day, my father, brother, and sister were taken from us. It was an unimaginable loss, and my family was plunged into a storm of pain and uncertainty. My mother, now a widow with no job, was left to raise me alone. I cannot imagine the weight of her grief or the strength it took to carry on. But my mother was a woman of unwavering faith. Despite her sorrow, she clung to God with every ounce of her strength. She began doing small jobs, anything to provide for us. I remember her working tirelessly, yet she never forgot to pray. Her prayers were like a shield around us, a reminder that God was still with us even when life felt unbearable. Growing up was not easy. We faced struggles that seemed insurmountable, but every time we thought there was no way out, God provided. Whether it was finding a way to continue our studies or meeting our daily needs, His hand was always at work. Slowly, through His grace, we began to rebuild our lives. My mother's prayers became the foundation of our hope, and we learned to trust in God's promises. By God's grace, we completed our education, found jobs, and started families of our own. I often look back in amazement, wondering how we survived such difficult times. But then I remember, it was not by our own strength. It was God who made a way when there seemed to be no way. He has been faithful to us in every season, and I am living proof of His mercy and love. Now, I am here as a man who has seen the goodness of God in the land of the living. My wife, my children, and the peace we enjoy are gifts from Him. If there is one thing I want you to take from my story, it is this: no matter how dark the night may seem, God's light will always break through. His plans for us are good, and His love never fails. Thank you for listening, and may His grace continue to guide us all. Amen.